Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm your local numerologist, and we are reading today for our attitude number 9s. Okay, so I am dedicating February to you, which means how you are perceived, how you perceive things, and other things like that. So we're getting into our attitude numbers. This is comparable to like your rising sign and zodiac. It's how you present yourself. How you see yourself, and also kind of like how you perceive the world. All right, so with the number 9 comes with kind of like accumulating a bunch of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So you guys accumulate knowledge about things, about people, and then you break this down to, okay, how could I make the world better? It's almost like you're not the physical creator of the machine, but like emotionally, spiritually, like mentally, you guys kind of like put things together. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. We have up here encouragement from your guides, pitfalls to watch out for, and then resolutions to those pitfalls. So you guys got 2 chakra wisdom cards. We got second chakra, sacral chakra, abundance. I am worthy and I deserve an abundance of anything that I require. I watch my thoughts to ensure that I am honoring and respecting myself. I honor myself knowing that I am worthy to receive. I am open to receive now. I remind myself it is a sign of strength to ask for help. Okay, so what I'm getting right now is Spirit is definitely encouraging you to ask for help when you need it. I'm also getting that Spirit is encouraging you and telling you have everything that you need right now, and also that they are providing abundance in this time. All right, so we got the second and the sixth chakra. Y'all already know I'm all about the number 26. Okay, the number 26. Okay, you have the number 2, which is co-creating with Spirit. And 6 is this foundation of love, okay? And it comes to an 8, which 8 is abundance. So through Spirit and through love, you find abundance, basically. Okay, so we have 6th chakra, third eye chakra, knowledge. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in the form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. You are an attitude 9. You guys are going to feel a lot of things. I'm almost getting like a Pisces energy here. Very just feeling everybody's emotions around you. And with that Pisces energy always comes the danger of coping mechanism. So I'm also getting, be careful of how you cope with things. We all have what do they call it, vices. We all have things that we use to cope, so make sure that yours isn't falling into some kind of addiction. Okay, I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. Yo, this is you. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way, as this helps me to respond with wisdom. I cultivate personal beliefs about my life, myself, and others. Okay, I suggest you guys go ahead and pause that and really, really internalize that. Really internalize this, okay? So I pulled the shell for you guys. I'll move this out the way because I pulled quite a few cards for encouragement. Shell is always protective, right? It came out upside down, so it's this vibe here of not being able to protect or not feeling protected. That is what I'm getting here. So what do your guys have to say? Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Arrow, surround yourself with positive energy. Some of you guys may think that it's wrong to exit from this situation. You're like, hey, I got the answer. I could resolve this. Like, unfortunately, that doesn't matter when it comes to dealing with people. I'm recalling this incident when I used to work at a call center, and I offered to get this person's bill down, and like he just couldn't believe that he would get all the same things because we had changed the price plans. He's like, no, just leave it the same. I'm just like, okay. I'm not going to force you to save money. I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm not going to force you to do what's right either. And that's something that you have to understand. Just because you are seeing and looking at life from this higher perspective, it doesn't mean everybody else is. And you have to give yourself grace to know that you're not fixing everything and fixing everybody, and you alone can't balance the damn world. You're not gonna be the yin and yang of it all. Sometimes you gotta be yin and sometimes you gotta be yang, depending on the situation. But all in all, if you're in a situation where somebody's just not listening, somebody just wants to do the wrong thing, then you have to remove yourself from it. I don't know why, but the designs on these cards are really standing out. The color gold is standing out. Gold is a color of, money. Shit, y'all know what gold is. Money, good fortune, things like that. So I definitely feel like Spirit is pointing that out. Like, you have good fortune on your way. Don't even question it. It's on its way. We've seen it with the 26 because you guys have been living in your spiritual, you've been using your intuition. You've been doing the things that Spirit has been telling you. And I know that it doesn't always feel like you are, but you are. There's only so much we can do at once. Yeah. So we got 37 and we have 43. Okay, so Spirit is saying divine timing, but there's a little confusion within self, right? Because we have the 7 here. Divine timing. This cycle is coming to an end, y'all, and you are being pushed into a new cycle. But I feel like you guys have been in it so long, especially being a 9. 9 is kind of that number where if you keep adding 9s together, you get 9. So it's kind of like being stuck in a cycle, like a cycle on fucking repeat over and over and over again, doing the same shit over and over and over again, trying to get out of it, but still being pulled back into the same shit over and over again. So Spirit is like, I want you out of this energy. Okay, you have been doing well, and it is time. Because see, you guys thought that it was your fault that you couldn't get out this cycle, but really the cycle was longer than you thought. Put it like that. So things are being resolved now, and so you will be able to move forward, and Spirit just does not want you to get stuck in this energy. Okay, so truth about a betrayal, that's what I see. But I feel like you guys already know about this betrayal. So this is a betrayal that you are familiar with. Okay, so it's going to be one of those things where the betrayal does come out, and it is seen publicly. And what I get is that you guys are going to be sitting pretty, but people are going to be looking at you like, oh my God, this happened to you. Oh my God, I can't believe you went through this, or whatever the case may be. That's exactly what I'm getting. So definitely whatever situation you guys are dealing with now, you are going to be coming out on top. So Spirit does not want you to worry about it. Okay, so let's get into some damn pitfalls. All right, pitfalls for our attitude 9s. So we have this flower turned over now. Usually when this flower comes like this, because the flower is all about soul growth, spiritual growth, and it has these beads in it. So I always feel like it's like a knock to your soul growth and spiritual growth, but it was flipped over. So what I'm getting is that you guys were knocked down a lot of times, and there's a fear, right, of getting back up to be back knocked down. A lot of you guys have lost your hope in people. And I mean, that makes sense based off of who you guys are and how you think, how you see the world. So you have to use your intuition and discernment. Everybody's not the same. Everybody's not good. Everybody's not bad. And instead of trying to be like, okay, this physical harsh set of rules, you have to use your intuition on every single individual. And you'll learn that you'll get a vibe about people. You'll be like, I don't feel this way. I don't care about their credentials. I don't care who sent them. They give me a bad vibe and I'm okay. I'm good on them. And see, when you start living off that vibe, you'll be more empowered. Okay, so right now, I'm feeling like people have used their personal power against you. People have used your help to kind of like manipulate you, have used your gifts against you. Okay, so we have 12, 16, and 21. All right, so both of these numbers come to a 3. 16 comes to a 7. I do find 7 to be significant here in this because we have the number 7. And then 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, but the number 3 and the number 7 are very heavy, which we saw earlier. 37 with that clock time, divine timing, right? Trust in divine detours. Sing your own song and be peace. So what I get is that you guys haven't been sitting in your personal power of expressing yourself the way that you need to be expressed. When people put up blocks in front of you, it's kind of like, okay, I can't do this, instead of thinking like, hey, if somebody closes a door, then I need to go through a different door, or I need to go out the window. And I also get this vibe of being a peacemaker. We back here. Be peace, peacekeeper. So big deal here that you guys always have to feel like you're in this place of peace, okay? And if somebody's not bringing you peace, then you're not going to feel peaceful inside. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that you guys are so concerned with the outside world that inside, when you're feeling turmoil, you don't take care of it. You fix everything around you. Stop doing that. You're not a fixer. Work on yourself, period. So let's see what we got here. We got Queen of Wands and Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands, this looks all up in your head. That's what I'm getting. The Queen of Wands makes things happen. And then with the Ace of Wands here, Ace of Wands is new passion, right? So I'm getting that you have trouble following your passions. You guys aren't, and I hate to say it like this, but you're not, you're not built on rationality. And when you try to force yourself to be rational all the time, you're gonna miss a lot of your intuition. Don't, and I don't know how else to say it, because I'm not telling you guys to go out and be crazy or anything like that. I'm just saying that everything's not rational. Love isn't rational. You know what I'm saying? Having kids, honestly, not all that rational. I know people like, oh yeah, we want to keep ourselves going. For what? It's not. It's not. We want to reproduce because Spirit tells us to reproduce, that we are bringing people in this world that are going to make it better, that are going to fulfill cycles, that are going to fulfill some kind of karmic whatever. There's a reason why we reproduce, and it's not to keep the world going. That's crazy. That our rationale tells us like, yes, we want to keep the world going. We want to keep on keeping on. But again, I would say, for what? For what? Like, what is it that we're looking at in this world that's like, oh yeah, let's keep it going. Yeah, I like the way this is happening. It's not. We're just gonna move on. We are gonna move on. This world needs serious ass fixing. But you hold the power in your hands, period. And that's why we have personal power here. And what I see is that sing your own song here, be peace. You guys have chosen to be this kind of glue, okay? Instead of being yourself. You want to direct everybody's feelings and emotions into something that could be great. for everybody, but that's just not going to happen. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to our resolution. What we on, 14 minutes, y'all? I'm doing good on time. So look, we got the sun, but it was flipped over. Yes, it was. So let's pull this one. One Ring Circus, honey. I'm going to read the book on this. I already know what One Ring Circus is, but I'm going to read the book on this. And we have number 6 again. All right, here we go. Independence is key now as you step into your journey. Others may not have the visions or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent. Wisdom, acquired wisdom, is like the definition of the number 9, okay? Capable of moving forward with assurance, self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. So again, this is you trying to fix everybody around you, and just Spirit is just saying stop. As a matter of fact, none of that has anything to do with you. And so when you're a fixer, okay, because that's why the sun is flipped over. When you're a fixer, it feeds your ego. Okay, yeah, I fixed this problem. I resolved this. I did this. I did that. It feeds your ego and it becomes an egotistical thing. Spirit wants you to step out of that. Worry about yourself, period. We got the elephant here again. Elephant is all about accumulated knowledge. They live for like 100 years or some shit like that. Okay, we got this Virgo energy, another 6. You cannot make this up. 6 is really significant. And one thing about 6 and 9 is that they feel like opposites. You know what I'm saying? If you flip a 6 over, it's a 9. If you flip a 9 over, it's a 6. It just works like that. You know what I'm saying? That looks like a 9. So I'm getting with the 6, especially since it refers to family and love. You guys need to reconsider your perspective on how you're seeing your family, how you're seeing the people that you love. All right, let's go ahead and see what Virgo has to say. Virgo, number 6. Key phrase, I analyze, okay? So, Virgo, mutable energy. The realistic of Earth creates a stable eye of the storm center in the swirling mutable energy and suggests shutting out all distractions in order to properly analyze the situation. The key phrase, I analyze, clearly states the motivation. In this situation, ask what can be ignored and what must be attended to. The details matter. Analysis is a great skill, as is paying attention to details. However, taken to an extreme, those gifts can become traps of pettiness and obsessiveness. Avoid being overly critical. And this is literally to yourself. Avoid being overly critical to yourself. Because one thing, y'all, about analyzing relationships is that you realize how people used you and they just didn't care. They just went on about their day, and it hurts. It does hurt. And you do need to analyze those relationships, not to be petty, because again, people don't always know. People don't always know when they're not being the best person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grow, we learn, you know, just like trying to be the peacekeeper in this situation. You grow, you learn. You're not going to be doing that shit anymore because you have to focus on yourself. And that's why it says, don't be petty. It's not worth being petty. But instead, analyze those relationships that were good to you and lean into them more. But make sure that you are focused on your independence. Okay? So we got Zapana Shapana, which is the Hermit in this deck, and then we have Karma, which is Justice in this deck. Okay. But karma is good. Karma is good. Spirit is like go within, right? Because when you think about the hermit goes within. The hermit figures things out. The hermit finds their own light. Be careful of codependent energy, okay? Because I don't know, I always saw this as a drink in his hand and he looks drunk because he's like moving to the side. So be careful be careful of codependent nature. All right. And what I'm seeing right here is that you may have some kind of emotional codependency on someone else. All right. Make sure you guys are following my IG and that you check out the newsletter, the February newsletter on my website, queenspirit1126.com, because there's so much information there to help guide you through this emotional time. February is just going to be emotional. It's just that. It just is. And we're going to be required to evaluate our relationships with emotion and with people. Okay, so anyway, we got Karma here, we got Zapana Shapana. Yeah, this is all you. This is all you. You guys have to step back and remove yourself from a bunch of situations. Anything that hurts you, that doesn't really involve you, step away from it and don't be involved. That's all I have for my attitude 9s. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time.